Guys, happy Wednesday morning, very early Wednesday morning, just past midnight here on the East Coast. Hope all is well with you in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you to talk to you about a preview and prediction for Game 3 in the Western Conference Finals. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns visiting the Los Angeles Clippers as the series shifts now to the Staples Center. And I have a whole lot to say about this game too, or this robbery, I should call it. And as you guys know, I've lost many times on this channel. We have luckily won more than we've lost. We've done quite well, but we do have our losses, and it happens, and that's okay. But I'm going to tell you, I got a bone to pick tonight. I'm really frustrated at the way this game ended. The Los Angeles Clippers had it. They should have won this basketball game, despite the unclutchness of one Paul George, who absolutely choked it away there at the free throw line. Guy's a 90% free throw shooter. He should have made one of the two free throws, and we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. Certainly, if he makes both of them, we're not having this conversation at all. And the Los Angeles Clippers win this game pretty easily tonight. But that's not the conversation we're having. Unfortunately, the officials decided to get involved in this contest. I'm really aggravated about it. Win, lose, or draw, I don't want to see that. If it had happened in reverse and the Clippers had won this game that way, I'd be really disgusted right now, just like I am at this moment. I don't think it's up to the officials to decide these types of games. These games decide championships, and it's very frustrating when the officials get involved in a game like this. The first thing I'm going to talk about, all right, well, let me rewind for a second. Let's talk about the game as a whole. So we'll go back to the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, we missed on the over tonight. Phoenix was really bad from three-point range. They went 6 of 26 from downtown. They didn't shoot it well, unfortunately, and it really hurt us in the over. Los Angeles also did not shoot the ball very well. Very uncharacteristic for both of these teams to be as low scoring as they were tonight. So unfortunately, we missed out on the over. It actually got a lot closer to going over than I thought it would, considering how the game went and the pace of the game and the way that everything broke down. I thought Paul George had an absolutely atrocious game here tonight. If he is somewhat halfway decent, they win this game very easily. He ends up missing 5 free throws tonight. The guy's almost a 90% free throw shooter regularly, so that was really uncharacteristic for one Paul George, and it's unfortunate that he just couldn't come up big in the moment and really hurt this team tonight. And the difference in the game was just him not doing what he normally does. And Devin Booker struggled tonight, uncharacteristically as well. He's normally excellent, wasn't as good tonight, unfortunately got his nose bloodied there on the incidental contact with Patrick Beverly. And it was just super unfortunate how everything unfolded tonight for one Devin Booker as well. He just wasn't himself tonight, just had a bad game. And looked like the LA Clippers were poised to pull the upset. They should have gotten it done tonight, and they didn't. They got robbed, and it's really unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the end of the game. The three that Miles Bridges shoots there at the very end of the game, and the ball is clearly out on DeAndre Ayton. Anybody who has eyes. And the second thing is why the heck don't we have a camera angle from the baseline so that we could clearly see it a little closer from that angle? As much money as the NBA has. It's a multi-billion dollar organization. Why don't we have a camera angle right there on the baseline so that we could clearly see it? But from what we could see, it was clear that the ball is out on DeAndre Ayton there. Okay, if you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Go back and look. It's out on DeAndre Ayton. The biggest point of contention tonight is not only did DeAndre Ayton pull Ivan Zubac's jersey and got him off balance, he pushes him into Devin Booker to free himself for the alley-oop that ends up winning the game. And somehow or another, we swallowed a whistle. Even on review, we can't review this and get this call correct and get to give the ball rightfully so to the LA Clippers. I don't curse on this channel, but I'm going to tell you, tonight I would really like to. It's extremely frustrating to see something like this transpire. There's millions and millions of dollars on the line. You know, hey, I'm a big boy. You know, we're big boys and girls here in Enough Said Sports. When we lose, we lose. We lose gracefully, and we win gracefully. But it's very, very, very hard to swallow when you see something like that, so egregious and so blatant, not get called right there at the end of a basketball game that decides possibly the series, puts the Clippers in an 0-2 hole right now, going back home with CP3 returning and Kawhi Leonard not coming back in this series. It's very, 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 very frustrating. I can't emphasize that enough. But anyway, I digress. Let me know in the comments, guys, what y'all thought about the call or the no call or whatnot. I think tonight, for those of you who think the Phoenix Suns are going to sweep this series, they're going to win this series in 5 games, I hope after tonight's game you guys realize that you're going to be in a fight with a very, very good basketball team. Okay? This team isn't going anywhere. They've been down 0-2 in the first 2 series. They're going to come out in Game 3 swinging. CP3 or not, they coming out and they're swinging. I promise you they will be there in Game 3. And you're going to get a much better effort from the team as a whole. Now, the very early spread, from what I can see, is +2 for the Clippers, and the Suns are favored by 2. The over-under looks like it's sitting at 221.5 at the moment as we move forward into Game 3. So just a quick analysis on that. I think both teams are going to play a lot better. I think tonight was an anomaly with the shooting. I think you're going to get much improved shooting from both teams going into LA on Thursday. It's actually Thursday at 9 p.m. Sorry, I didn't tell you that at the beginning of the video. I think you're going to get much better shooting from both teams. I think it gets over with no problem. Tonight was just an anomaly where neither team shot the ball very well. So credit to both teams playing really good defense tonight. But it was more about teams, both teams really just missing shots that they normally make and open shots at that they probably should have dropped. So with that being said, I think a loss like this is actually going to inspire the LA Clippers in Game 3. I think Paul George is going to come out with fire in his eyes. He knows that this loss is on him. I think he's going to come out and he's going to play better. I think the LA Clippers as a whole are going to play better. I think they feel like they probably should have won. They definitely should have won tonight, and they had every opportunity to win Game 1. So they're not out of it. I think this is going to be a long series. It's going to be a battle. This is a big hole for the LA Clippers to try to climb out of because this Phoenix Suns team is excellent. You're going to be hard-pressed to find another night where Devin Booker is going to shoot the ball as poorly as he did tonight. So the Clippers better be bringing their A game in Game 3 to make sure that they can stay in this series, because they certainly cannot go down 3-0 in this series. I'm gonna stick with the Clippers one more time. I got the Clippers +2. I got them on the money line, and I got it going over again on Thursday. That's my take on it. I've seen the resiliency of this basketball team over and over again. with and without Kawhi Leonard. CP3 was probably going to be back in Game 3, but keep in mind, CP3 is also returning to the scene of the crime. He was a Clipper for many, many years. There's going to be some bad blood there with some left over in the organization. I'm sure Chris Paul is not very fond of the way things ended there either. I don't expect him to be himself coming off of a long layoff. I think he definitely helps this team running its offense. It's going to present a huge challenge for the LA Clippers to deal with CP3. I just think LA is going to play unbelievably well. They're going to come out with fire in their eye, fire in their belly. They're going to get this thing home. They're going to get this series back to 2-1. And then we'll see how the game flows in Game 3 before we make a determination on Game 4 how that's going to go. But I feel really good about Game 3. I think LA gets it done. They stand tall. They plant their flag. They make it happen. So that's what I got, guys. I got the Clippers +2, Clippers on the money line, and over 221.5 as it sits right now. Obviously, the line is subject to change. Make sure you guys hold off on betting this game until we find out the status of CP3, because if you're going to bet on the Clippers side of things, you want to make sure you wait on CP3 because that'll help you, possibly give you a point or two extra to work with. If in fact you're going to bet for the Phoenix Suns, you might want to go ahead and do that now because CP3 is going to cause that point spread to increase. So no disrespect to the Phoenix Suns. You got to give them credit. Great execution on the play. I'm not taking anything away from them. They played really well tonight, especially defensively. I just don't like it when the officials get involved with the outcome of basketball games, or any game for that matter. I think the best games are the ones you don't even notice the officiating. So with all that being said, guys, as always, thanks for all the support. Tonight's a tough one. We're going to bounce back. We got a game tomorrow night. Look at the preview and prediction for that game. It's the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks. Got that one. I'm excited to see that game. We'll see what happens. Thanks as always. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will talk to you again really soon. Thanks.